chapter 14, prepositions. Okay, so here prepositions, it is a word which is placed. Preposition, it is a word which is placed where? Before a noun or a pronoun to show the relation. Okay, to show the relation. It is to show the relation to something else. So what is a preposition? Preposition is a word which is usually placed where? Before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with something else. See the example. The book is on the table. Okay, so here the book is on the table. As I said, preposition, where is it placed? It is placed before a noun or a pronoun. So here the table is what? It is a noun. So just before that, what is placed? Preposition on is placed here. So here you can see that this preposition on, it is showing the what? Relationship between the book and the table. All right, now come to what? Prepositions of time. All right, prepositions of time. Let us do today prepositions of time. Prepositions of time, it can be at, in, and what? On. Three are there: at, in, on. So where do we use preposition at? Okay, at is used to indicate a point of time. Where do we use preposition at? At is used to indicate a point of time. For example, 10 o'clock. So just before 10 o'clock, what we'll write? At 10 o'clock. The train arrived at 10 o'clock. A point of time. What is that point of time? 10:15 or 10 o'clock. Then next is we also use at. One play condition is at is used to indicate a point of time. Second is at is also used to indicate a holiday period, means a very short holiday, a period of 2 or 3 days holiday, like at Christmas, at the weekend. Weekend means 2 days. Okay, means a period of 2 or 3 days. So at the weekend, etc. So whenever we want to write, okay, mention a number of what? A short holiday. Then we write what? Use preposition at. Next preposition is in. So at is clear. At is used to indicate a point of time. Secondly, at is also used to indicate a holiday of 2 or 3 days. Next is in. In is used to indicate a longer period of time. Okay, it is used to indicate what? A longer period of time. See, both are connected with time itself, at and in. At is for a point of time, in is for a longer period of time. Dash the 20th century. When we mention what? A longer period of time, we use preposition in. In the 20th century, in the next few days, in summer. These all indicate what? A longer period of time. Then next is in is also used to indicate a part of the day, like morning, evening, afternoon. So when we want to indicate a part of the day, we use preposition in. Here also it is given at is used to indicate a shorter period of time, a short holidays, maybe it is of 2 or 3 days, and here in is also used to indicate a part of the day, like in the afternoon, in the morning. Okay, in the afternoon, in the morning. Next is number C. On is used with days and dates. So where do we use on? On is used with days and dates. So whenever we mention days and dates, we use preposition on. We played cricket dash Sunday days. It is Sunday. The battle was fought dash 6th October. 6th October is what? Date. On 6th October. Alright. Now next very important thing about in and on is in and on are not used before what? Today. So if we use today in a sentence, we do not use any of the two prepositions. That is in and on. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, the day after, or next. We do not use what? Prepositions like in and on. I am going out tomorrow. Have we used a preposition here? No. It rained heavily yesterday. So here it is very important to keep in mind that in and on are not used before today, yesterday, tomorrow, the next day, okay, or the day after. Then next is in time means what? Not late. Means what does it mean? Before the appointed time. Okay, in time means you're not late, you are before the appointed time. Example, make sure you are at the station in time for the train. In time for the train means before the train departs. You are there at the station. And on time, see the difference between in time and on time. On times mean at the time arranged. Okay, means at that particular time, not before and not after. On time. The 7:30 train started on time. On time means it started exactly at what time? 7:30. So now I think it is clear, isn't it? Use of at, in and on. And what is the difference between in time and on time? Next is in, within, before. Okay, in prepositions in, within, before, when they are used for what? When they are used for time. So here in indicates what? At the end of a period of time. It indicates at a period of time, end of the period of time. In. Within, it denotes before the expiry of the period of time. So here in, it denotes what? At the end of a period of time. This is important, at the end of a period of time. And within, it denotes before the expiry of the period of time. And before, it is used when we refer to a point of time. Okay, before for a point of time. See the example, it will become clear. Number 1, he will return in a week. He will return in a week. We are using in. Why? Because it is telling us about what? A period of time. End of a week. Isn't it? Number 2, he will return within a week. Within a week means before the expiry of the what? Of a week. He will return. Next is he will return before 15th March. Means a fixed time is there. That is before 15th March. Now next comes what? Use of after, in. After and what? In. When they refer to what? When they refer to time. So here after, it denotes what? At the end of a period of time. In the past. In the past. After, it denotes the end of a period of time when? In the past. And next is in. It denotes at the end of a period of time when? In the future. Okay? In for future, after for past. They returned dash a month. So here it will be what? After a month. Isn't it? Past. When? It is in the past. When the month was over. The next is they will return in a month. They will return in a month. There are two indications. One is will. Will itself in a sentence tells that it is in the future tense, isn't it? And next is in, as I said, is used for the time in the future. Next is use of for, since and ago. This is important. Use of for, since and ago. For is used with a period of time. I stayed in Mumbai dash a month. For a month. Okay. Next is we use since with a perfect tense to say when something started. Isn't it? I dash here. I have been here dash 1999. So when it started, it is since 1999. We often use for with a perfect tense to state how long something has continued. How long something has continued, we use what? For. Okay, I have studied with her dash the last 5 years. So it is what? For the last 5 years. We do not use since here. Next important thing is we use the adverb ago for a past action at a time measured from the present. See here, I joined the school 9 years ago. So 9 years from when? From now. All right. Next comes till, until and by. So here we use what? Till, until to say something. Okay, to say when something finishes. He sat in the shop dash closing time. So then we use which prepositions? Either till or until. It will be either till or until. I'll be working in the office dash most June. It will be till or until. By means what? Not later than. Okay, by means not later than. I got up dash 6 o'clock. So when? By 6 o'clock. Next is for and since. For is followed by a period of time. Okay, what is the important thing about for? For is followed by a period of time. For is used for all the tenses. Okay, for is used with all the tenses and for is followed by a period of time. See the example. We lived in this town dash 8 years. Period of time. What is the period? 8 years. So here it will be for. Okay, and next important thing about for is used with all the tenses. Next comes since. Since is followed by a point of time. Here it is period of time. Since, a point of time. And is preceded by a verb. And before that, okay, use of since, what do we have? We have a verb in some perfect tense. So you can see here. We have been living. Perfect tense, isn't it? Have been living. It is perfect continuous tense. Have been living in the town dash 1986. It is what? Point of time. 1986. So here it will be since. Okay. So whatever is the underlined portion, you have to copy it out down in your language copy. And there is one more thing I think I'll have to revise once again. I had what? Explained you all the format of a letter. But again and again I am finding that you are making the same mistake. So our letter is not written. Keep in mind, a letter is not written in a box. Okay? Thank you.